Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Software Inc. Welcome back to Hard Mode. And welcome back to Nerdrasoft. Nothing has really changed since the last episode, which is a sentence I don't think I've ever actually said at the start of a video, but nothing major has actually changed. All I've done is gone in here and added some ceiling fans to my server room, which are doing nothing because I don't think they kick in unless someone is in the room. And the reason I've done this is because all of these servers are being affected by the heat. This room is perpetually 30 degrees Celsius, which is a bit of a problem for the servers in there. So we might need to look into a bit of a better solution for dealing with that. And really the only solution I can think of would be to move the servers into this room right here and put some industrial ventilation along this wall, which honestly might be what we have to do. But before we do that, I want to try a little something, because I've been reading a couple of comments, and I think it's been mentioned on my Discord server, discord.gg/ConflictNerd, by the way, that what I could do to get away from needing couriers is I could use the 6 helipads that are on the roof of this building. But to do that, I'm gonna have to lease these 6 rooms right here. Now, this might not be a good idea. The lease on these is 34,000 each. So what I'm thinking I could probably do is lease this one, and then lease this one, and then of course lease this one, and also this one. And in doing that, obviously there's 2 rooms I've not got, but what I can do is I can come down here. That's not what I wanted to do. I can go down here, delete, for example, let's see, delete all of you guys right there, move this to here. I can go ahead and copy, say, this conveyor belt and send it sort of that way. Now this little thing needs to go away. And then all I need to do is get my hands on a splitter, such as this one. We can duplicate this guy to go like this. And then what I need to do is grab this conveyor belt, and essentially we are going to go and do a little something like that. And so this space is still functional, but we're now sending some of the product up here, which is very, very important. So what I'm going to do is grab this guy. We're going to go and put it right about there. We're going to put another one right here. We're going to go upstairs again. And let's see, product comes up this way, so we're going to elevate, and then it's going to go down this way, and then this is where we need it to be. So what we'll do is, well, we're going to need some splitters, so I think what I'm going to do is grab this guy. We can duplicate and go like this, and we can also go like this, and then if I go get myself a splitter from down here, all I need to do with this is a splitter right in the middle and a splitter right in the middle, and I can take some conveyors over to those. So let's go ahead and get this all connected together so that we can start using those helipads on the roof, because honestly, I think that's going to be kind of cool. And now if I've done things correctly, we should see some stuff come down here. We should see it going upstairs. We'll see it coming along all of these conveyor belts. We'll see it coming along here, some of it going through the wall, of course. But we should, if we zoom right out, I turn off the HUD, we do see boxes getting loaded onto helipads, which is kind of a big deal because eventually we should have helicopters. Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I love that. Oh, I do love that. That is so cool. Man, we should use helicopters exclusively for like everything. That is so good. I feel like I really should switch to just using helicopters to move absolutely everything. That is such a cool thing. So in other news, this update for Bucket 4 is about to be done, which means we can go full speed ahead fixing these bugs. But what I think I'm going to do is finish the update and then just go back in. Oh my God, we have to update the 2D again. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm slightly annoyed it's already outdated, but okay. Let's not bother with bugs on this update. Let's just prioritize the update itself. so we can bring that thing up to date a little bit. But let's also go and look at my releases and see if Bucket 4, it has a decent number of active users. It has made a profit. Is there anything we can port it to? Not really. There's not really anything people are interested in on that one. So that's okay. That's fine. I really would like to get Roaster Coaster 3D Online out as soon as possible, but it is painfully slow to get that thing moving. I don't love the fact that it is such a slow process there. But I will say, I do love the fact that I've got like 6 helicopters coming in to move my my boxes. Our capacity is now like 868 boxes per month, which is kind of wild. I've got to be honest. That is kind of wild. So hold on. Shipping capacity is 9,396 boxes per month, which is the equivalent of essentially 9.3 million copies per month. That's actually kind of insane to think about, that we could move that many copies. That has me very tempted to go and take this job where I need to print 9 million copies, sorry, 5 million copies by November. But I feel like that would be a terrible idea, because we have all these boxes. We actually don't have oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. we're gonna do it. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this so much, because we have so many boxes waiting in the warehouses, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna see what happens. We'll see how many of them end up going to the roof, and I have a feeling it's not gonna be enough. I have a sinking feeling that not enough of these boxes are gonna go to the roof, but we'll see. I mean, how are we looking right now? What am I looking at? What one am I looking at? It was int, wasn't it? There's no way we've done it already. Wait a minute. Deals. Have I done it? Wait a minute. Wait. Wait, desk 6 is fine. Have I just moved 5 million copies in like a month? What? There is no way I just did. I'm a little shifty on that one. I'm not too sure if that actually happened, or if the game just bugged. I actually don't know. Whatever the case, let's get this Bucket update out there, because Bucket 4 sales are falling off pretty hard right now, and I don't love the fact that they're doing that. We'll go in and get the fixers working on bug fixing the thing, because that's obviously kind of important. And I'm going to make sure that the fixers aren't working on anything else, because I just want that to be as good as possible, and it doesn't look like they are. So the fixers can keep working on that, and honestly, let me go and take everyone else off of this port job. So the fixers are working on the port and the update exclusively. That might slow the port down a little bit, but I'm not super stressed about it. I want everyone else focusing on Roaster Coaster 3D Online, and I want them focusing on a lot of other things. My printing deal for Foy Digital was cancelled because they were bought out. 18 companies requested access to my digital distribution platform. What? Wait a minute. What? How did we just jump to... Oh my God. With a 25% revenue cut as well? All right. Okay. We have the highest revenue cut on the market, and we've signed 19 companies in total. Not bad. That is not bad. How is my server looking? Is it doing okay? It's at 50%. Okay. All right, so I would have to imagine that distribution is about to start making me money. It's got to, right? We've just had 18 companies come along and be like, hey, they wanna wonga? And I'm like, yeah, they wanna wonga. Yeah, so distribution is up to $446,000, which is honestly not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. Print job here, 800,000 copies. Let's accept that and see how it goes. I have to imagine they'll all be gone relatively quickly, which is what we're looking for. And now looking at this, we have exclusively got the audio team and the 2D team working on Soundscape, which is very near done with its final iteration here. As for Roaster Coaster 3D Online, it's kind of everything that sucks with this, and that's sort of my problem with it, is that despite the number of people we've thrown at it, it's just so slow to get this thing done. And that's really frustrating because I was really hoping it wouldn't be, you know, that painfully slow, but apparently here we are. Although I suppose the good, oh my God, so many boxes. That is so many boxes. Where are the helicopters? Where are they? Where's the helicopters? I kind of need a screenshot of them for the thumbnail, I'm not going to lie. I kind of need that at some point. I don't think I get to see them though, do I? Because they come in as the time skip happens at the end of the work day. But let's take a look here. So, deals. We are currently looking to print this one. I don't know if we're doing it. I don't know what we're doing. Let's see if this print job's still here for Amplitude Tune 4. Oh, there they are. That's so good. Oh, I love that. Just this fleet of helicopters coming in. That is so ridiculous. And that job is still there. Have a look at manufacturing. How many did we move? Like 300,000 with another 500,000 in stock. Having 500,000 in stock has me a little bit nervous because that implies that it's, yeah, it's all boxes. I hope we can move that fast enough to not completely screw up this deal. So I suppose while we're waiting for Roaster Coaster 3D Online and Soundscape and Vapor 3 and Bucket 4 to be updated and fixed with its bugs and whatnot, we should probably take a look at doing Morph 3 and making it as good as we possibly can. Now, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to update the 3D in Morph itself, and we'll give that to the 3D team to work on, as well as sorting the bugs out in there. But I do think getting ourselves a sequel would be a pretty good idea as well as possibly putting it on Pen OS right there. That might be a pretty solid plan as well. In fact, we'll go ahead and assign that to 3D as well, so they can work on updating it and porting it. But I also think making a sequel. I do think making a sequel is going to be a pretty good idea. I think we can go ahead and use NS Morph to do this. The tech level can come up a little bit for the 3D graphics. Systems are fine. And it's just going to be Morph 3. It's going to be nothing too crazy. It's going to be, you know, put on the source. And I guess in terms of other things that we want to do with it, we could start looking into, I mean, expected interest is already there, right? But features-wise, let's go ahead and throw maybe a hair sim in there, maybe procedural objects in there as well, and we'll just go with that. We'll just work on getting all the one-star things into this, and we'll go for a flat, you know, $99. It's not going to be in-house, it's just Morph 3, and that's okay. As for operating systems, essentially all of them, all of the 3D capable operating systems will work for me. Auto balance the thing, and then I'm just going to throw the 3D team at it for now. I'm not really interested in going too crazy and giving it to the other teams. I don't think we need to do that. We're not going to do a publisher, and the lead designer can be Barney. So Barney, by the way, the name of one of my dogs. So we'll go ahead and start working on that. It'll give the 3D designers something to do because a lot of them were sitting in here not doing anything. So that's going to be good for them. It is going to keep that 3D team super busy with 3 different tasks now, but it does mean that we can, you know, get that going and do some good things. I'm also thinking that looking at maybe porting Bucket to a little something, if that's a possibility, maybe to those 2 operating systems right there, and we can have the 2D team doing that. The 2D team is working on a lot of things right now, so maybe actually we won't do that. Maybe we'll cancel that port job. And instead, let's just start working on a sequel for Bucket. So release dates, we're looking, I think this is it. NSBK94 is what we're looking at here. So tech levels already perfect. That's good. We have all this stuff in here previously. Let's go and throw raw image import into this as an update. And let's throw dynamic brushes, I suppose, as well as image effects or text rendering. Text rendering seems like a good one. So we'll go for those, and we're going to call this Bucket 2000, right? Since we're coming out, it's December 99, maybe, yeah, Bucket 2000, I think is what we're going to go for on this one. We'll make it $70. It is going to be on the source. It's not subscription based. It is a sequel to that. And we'll go to the next page and add this to as many operating systems as we possibly can, which might slow down development. So maybe those ones, which approximately 2 years, that's a lot of time. That is a lot of time. I don't know that I love that. Maybe we remove a few of the operating systems and see if we can bring that back down to about a year. Because I would feel better if it was about a year. So if we just put it on next thing 2, for example, and then port it to a bunch of other systems, that might be risky though. That might be really, really risky, but it does keep the dev time down. We can get that out there sooner and then just port it to the other systems after the fact, which I think, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we do just go for all these systems. Maybe not next thing. There's no point going for that. There's no point going for this one either because we're porting it to the sequel. So that's going to take us down a little bit. And I think that's about as good as we're going to be. So 4 operating systems will support, auto balance this. And the team for this is just going to be 2D for now. To be quite honest, it is just a 2D editing thing. So we'll give this to Brian Griffin. All right. Yeah, we'll give it to Brian Griffin. That's fine. It's a great name. And yeah, we'll just start developing that. And we can probably rename it at some point. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Bucket 2000 is going to stick. But it does, at the very least, give our designers in both the 2D and 3D teams something to do. And apparently we just failed to print the last 788 copies for Baser Digital. They fined me a total of $1,500. I hope that doesn't mean that I'm about to, like, lose people from my digital distribution platform, does it? We're down to 15.9%, which is interesting when you consider, well, I guess there's other companies signed to other platforms. Whatever. That's fine. Let's have a look at other deals. We're not actually printing anything right now. We do have a hosting task, though, so we'll go ahead and take it. And Baser Digital are the company we just annoyed, so hopefully they'll be happy with me now. And I guess we're just back to waiting on things being developed, which is Software Inc. in a nutshell. That's kind of how the game works. That's pretty much what we do. But the good news is, Roaster Coaster 3D Online, it is the networking that is letting us down right now. That is all we need to get done. Oh, now this is a bit rough. Bucket 4 down to under $100,000 in sales. Let me look at these releases. We just had Photo Styles 3 come out. I get the feeling, yeah, 8 million in profit, and it just released last month. Can I very quickly get an exclusivity deal on that? No. Oh, that stings. That stings. That is a lot of money that we're down. We need to release something, and we need to release it soon. Let's get the fixers working on this Bucket update. And let's, oh man, I don't really know what we do here. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know what we do. I think what I will say is, can I select the entire building and then can I go and grab all of the computers within the building and replace them? Because we do have the modern computer now, which is good. So we'll go ahead and replace all of our computers with that. And I'm going to go ahead and recolor every single one of them. Although I do need to see, someone in an office so I can see some light on these things. And I can't actually speed up the game right now, so let me just do this real quick, and there we go. All right, so let's see what we can do to this modern computer. Primary is going to be, I do like the white on that. Secondary is the stand, and this is the keyboard. So the keyboard can be, I think, white as well. And secondary, that stand, I'm kind of feeling like a sort of gray. I think that's pretty good looking. So we'll go ahead and we'll just go into this mode here and we'll save that style. And that looks pretty good. So those computers are going to be a little bit more efficient. That is a lot of money that we're spending to sort those out, but that's not too bad. And I think what I'm also going to do is throw everybody into Crunch for just a second to see if we can get Roaster Coaster 3D Online just finished today. Because if we can finish it today, we can release it in 2000, and that would be kind of amazing. I'm just saying, it doesn't look, it's not going to be finished today, but even so, we can hopefully release it this year. And there we go. It's done. It's ready to go. It's ready to go into beta. So let's throw it into beta let's start marketing this, and let's see when the next simulation games are coming out. Let's have a look at this event calendar. So in May, we have a console and phone operating system coming out, but no simulation game. We have no simulation games coming out this year at all. So let's be a bit risky. It's January right now. Let's go for, well, we need a good marketing push behind this now that I think about it. So let's go for September. No, let's go for June. I'm going to regret this because we generally want to market things for we can market for a couple of years, I think. So I have slightly screwed this up, but we're going to announce it in January, release it in June. We're going to try and get a good press release out there. We're going to send a press build out there. We're going to hit it with some hype as well. And I need marketing to prioritize that press release. I might even need another marketing team. I'm going to be quite honest. I'm starting to think we do, in fact, need another marketing team because the one we have right now doesn't seem like they can keep up with what we're trying to do. So it might be worth investing in another one. I don't know. I really don't know. Press build went out. That's fine. I'll tell you what. Let's go and grab this space. Let me duplicate everything in it. Actually, no, that's a terrible idea. Let me rent this space. Let me grab everything in this space, duplicate it, and we're going to put it right about there. And then what I want to do is go and grab this color for you. And I want to go and repaint all of these guys to be that color right there. And did I do that with the chairs? What color is the chairs in here? The chairs are all black, except for the chairs in that space. Interesting. Oh, those chairs are color coordinated as well. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do then. Let's grab these chairs and repaint them to be the same sort of green color. And we'll go up here. We'll grab these chairs and we'll repaint them to be the same color. And then the room just needs repainted as well. So we'll go down, we'll grab this, we'll go up here, grab this, and we'll make the walls that color and the floors that color, which I think is about right. And that seems fine. So what we'll do with this space is switch it to marketing. And I'm just going to add a bunch more people to marketing. So we have room for 22 more employees. So if we go to manage teams, go to marketing, and we go to HR management, we can go to 41, I think, is what I'm looking at on this. 22, yeah, 41, I think. I might be horribly wrong in this, but we'll give it a shot. I'm pretty sure that's 51. 41 right there. So we should see a bunch more people come into the marketing team, and then they can go and work in here. And what we'll do is swap out these headphones for some phones, and that should be pretty great. So that will be an expanded marketing team, which can hopefully, stay on top of everything we're doing. Bucket 4 is losing money now. Oh God, we really need to get Roaster Coaster 3D Online out there like ASAP. This is slightly scary now. Now the good news is the marketing team has come in and they do seem to be a bit quicker at getting things done. Not 100% sure they're going to be able to get everything done that I need them to do, but they do seem a little bit more efficient. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that we might be okay here. We're also seeing more companies request access to my digital distribution platform, which has me at, I am going to not sign those platforms right there. I'm going to stay on Vapor, which has admittedly got me down to 36.5% of the consumer reach right now. These guys have somehow got 30% of the market. I am doing okay. I have 21 companies signed. What if I go down to like 22% of the cut and see how that goes? In terms of distribution, I am still making money from it, so that's okay. I'm still doing like 600,000, which isn't really all that bad. So hopefully we can figure things out here. Hopefully this press release is done. So now my marketers can focus on Bucket and they can focus on Morph 2. And it actually doesn't look like they're all that good at it. I might want to split them into two separate teams rather than one big marketing team, but we'll again, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and see what they can manage to do here. Now, interestingly, we could sell our shares in Wind Digital for $60 million. That is up 144% at the moment, so that's actually not too bad. We do have a fallback. If we start running out of money, we can go ahead and grab those shares. And I suppose we could eventually withdraw in 2002. We can withdraw a little bit of money here. We've got 1.2 million in interest right there, so that's not too bad. Looking at all companies, I am right here. I'm apparently worth $114 million, with these guys who seem to have come out of nowhere with 5 products being worth almost $1 billion, which is kind of wild to me. What have they done? They've done games. Oh, no. Oh, they've been doing simulation games. Mafia Battle 2015. $321 million, $181 million in the add-on. That is wild. And then, so that's their RTS. And then Mafia Tycoon is doing pretty similar. That is kind of wild, I've got to be honest. That is ridiculous amounts of money. This came out in 96, still has 2.1 million active users. It has more active users than the sequel. Oh boy, that's terrifying. That is actually terrifying that we're going up against that with Roaster Coaster 3D Online. But that's okay. We'll be okay. We need we need our marketing to be phenomenal, is what we need them to be. And I'm not going to say I'm confident that they can do it, because I'm not. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't have faith in my marketing team to pull this off, but I have faith that I can talk my way through this troubling time. And so, just like that, it is June of 2000. Let's release Roaster Coaster 3D Online. And I am hoping, oh boy. Okay, 5 stars and 5 stars. Not bad. Marketing campaign immediately. $100,000. Let's move that to the top, please. And let's prioritize that. It needs to be a top priority marketing campaign. Morph is going to go down to like a 2. And we'll let marketing go wild with that. Marketing overall for Roaster Coaster 3D Online is sparse, which is kind of a problem, but that's all right. Let's immediately port this to these 2 systems. And let's immediately update everything in this, because it's kind of wild how outdated. Oh my god, it's so outdated. It is so outdated right now. That is a major problem. If we could finish this update for Bucket 4, I could at least use it. It doesn't look like I'm going to finish the update, though. Come on, finish the update! You've got to be kidding me. I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow. Really? Alright. Oh, man. There's 3D in this as well. I was really hoping we could start working in this update today, but apparently not. We're going to need 2D, the fixers, 3D, audio, networking. Everyone is going to have to work on this. Oh, man. I'm nervous. Gonna be honest. I'm kind of nervous about this. Let's see how this update... Well, let's see how the sales go. We did spend $100,000 in marketing. Roaster Coaster 3D Online minus $100,000 right now, please. Please, please, please give me money. Oh no! Only $400,000. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That is not good at all. I'm a little wary. I'm a little worried is what I am right now. Are we being robbed? Why am I still looking at the... Oh, we are being robbed. All right. They took some of my printers. Let's restore those. Not like I don't have enough printers anyway, but sure. This update, please. There we go. So finish that. And now the 2D editor I can use is at least Bucket 4. So I have that going for me. The 3D editor is going to be Morph 2. That's fine. The audio tool is going to be Amplitude Tune 3. That is less than a year to do this update, which is fine. So let's try and get that done as quickly as we possibly can, because it needs to be. It just does. It just does. We just need it to be good. That is all. I just need it to be good. I just need Roaster Coaster 3D Online to make me a lot of money. $319,000. Please go in the right direction here. $319,000. 400. Oh no. It did go up. It did go up, but it's not it's not going in the direction. It's not going up fast enough. That's my problem here. It's oh man. I'm a little worried now about the company. I've got to be honest with you. I'm legitimately a little worried about this company right now. Okay. Go to my teams. I'm going to put some of you guys on crunch because I need this done. I need this update to go out. I need the game to be like state of the art yesterday. Oh, no, hold on a second. It has gone up $889,000. Marketing is still widespread, but that's okay. Morph has gone up a little bit as well. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't think that's enough. I don't like that my teams are still on crunch, but I do so desperately need this update to be finished. And I think it's slowed down so much in terms of progress here because I get the feeling that they're all getting a little bit crunch drunk. So we'll take them off crunch. We'll let them finish the update as they usually do. And I suppose we're just hoping for the best right now. I kind of need this to be amazing. Oh, it went down again. Wait, no, it went down because it's the start of the month. Okay. That's fine. Let me change the budget here a little bit down to like $70,000. Just so we're not spending 100 grand on marketing, because I think that's more than we can reasonably afford to be spending right now. This is coming along, which is good. 90%. I don't think it's going to get finished today, but next month or in the next half of this month, it'll hopefully get done. As for everything else, Morph 3 is in its final iteration, Bucket 2000 final iteration, Vapor 3 final iteration. Soundscape is moving painfully slowly. But again, that's to be expected. My employees are very, very slow at doing the things I desperately need them to do, so that's to be expected. As for Roaster Coaster 3D Online, we'll finish that update, and we'll go ahead and have a look. It is already being ported. Is there anything else that needs ported too? No, there is not. Okay. Bucket 4. Anything for you? Not really. What about Morph 2? There's nothing there either. Okay. So we'll just let them work on porting things. It's mostly the fixers that are doing it. Although, to be honest, I am thinking I am going to send the 2D team at this as well. And possibly the 3D team. Actually, no, the 2D team for that one. The 3D team's already doing Morph. And I guess, yeah, they're already on that as well. Okay, so that's good. We should see Bucket 4 get moved over to another operating system shortly. We will hopefully see sales of Roaster Coaster 3D Online increase now that we have updated it. Hopefully the consumers will be like, man, Roaster Coaster 3D Online, it's so technically advanced. And I think sales have gone up. 577,000 in the first half of September. That's pretty good. That is actually pretty good. These guys want a bunch of copies. We'll take that. That is fine. These guys want a bunch of copies. We'll take that as well. As long as I can keep my company reputation up there, I'm actually not too worried about doing these deals. I don't love that my market share has gone down a little bit, but that's kind of okay. It's not the end of the world. It might be an idea to. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna sign to their platform. I'm gonna sign to all of them. So I have 100% consumer reach on digital platforms. It might hurt the reputation and sales of my platform, but honestly, I think at this point, we kind of need to make sure that we're reaching as many consumers as we possibly can. So having deals with these other platforms, I think it makes sense. I don't think we're in a place where we can be too picky right now. And yeah, there we go. Roaster Coaster 3D Online, 1.1 million. Not bad. That's absolutely what we're looking for. It still hasn't made a profit, but I'm okay with that. It is outstanding, which is amazing. It's also inspiring, which is great. Morph 2 was visionary. Who was the leader on Morph 2? Barney Cole. Okay. So by that logic, Morph 3, if given enough time, could potentially be visionary as well and could also make me an absolute truckload of cash, which is what I want it to do. So hopefully we see that happen. You know what we should probably start doing is having a bit of a look at our older software, because Morph isn't really used anymore. Although I am wondering if we should maybe fix the bugs that we have in there just so we can get those out of the way. I'm curious to see what the fixers could do with this. I'm not really sure there's any benefit to doing this. In fact, let's just cancel support. Am I going to lose? I lost like a couple of fans there. Vapor 2 has 4.1 million active users. Interesting. Wait, what? Oh, that's my, sorry, that's my store. I get really confused for a second there. Good Lord. Roaster Coaster 2, couple of active users. Not too bad. Roaster Coaster 3D Online actually does have a number of bugs in there. So let's go ahead and let's just throw the fixers at that to see if they can get that done. Bucket 3 still has some active users. Bucket 4 still has a good few. A couple of verified bugs. So we'll go ahead and throw the fixers at that as well. And then Morph 2 has a couple of verified bugs. Throw the fixers at that one, just so we can stay on top of it. And Vapor, everything's been fixed there. So we're really just in maintenance mode right now with the company and with all the software that we have, trying to, I guess, just keep them relevant, keep them selling. Roaster Coaster 3D Online is at least selling, which is better than it was doing it at first. I'm glad that it's making a bit of money. 1.3 million is not bad. Overall, as a company, we're making a little bit of money. We're not making anywhere near as much as I'd like, but we're making a little bit of money. It's also interesting, Vapor 3 is now ready to develop. So let's go ahead and throw that into the development phase. And we'll just sort of let that go along. We'll see how it turns out. Morph 3, actually, very, very close behind, ready to develop as well. So that's not too bad. I don't really want to announce a release date for Morph 3 just yet, because I don't think we're in a place where we could stick to that. Same with things like Soundscape as well. Unless I do just set a release date and force myself to stick to it. Maybe that's how we do things. Maybe we set deadlines and we're just like, you know what? We've got to hit them. So let's try and hit them. So Soundscape, it's an audio tool. Let's give this a shot and see what happens. It's an audio tool. It's over halfway done. Can we get it done by December 2001? I mean, Wavetune is coming out in December. Maybe 2002. What about May? No, we have Amplitude. What about February 2002? We could probably do that. Releasing nothing in 2001, though, is slightly scary because we are not making that much money. We could do an expansion for Roaster Coaster 3D, though. Ooh, I think that's what we do. Let's go for a big 2002. Let's go for a big 2002. Let's market this guy. We're going to say 2002. We're going to say February for Soundscape, and we're going to announce it. Marketing, start working on getting a press release out there. For Vapor 3, it doesn't really matter. For Morph 3, oh boy, this is the big one. This is the one that could make us or break us. Morph 3 November has GFX Escape 3 coming out, which is slightly scary because it is a competitor. We could try and aim for August. That would give us... Oh, hold on a minute. Accept all these. Sure. If we went for November, if we went for December even in 2002, that gives us essentially 2 years to finish Morph 3. I think going after GFX Scape 3 is a big risk, though. Although I'm curious to see how it's doing in sales. It's not as successful as Morph. It's actually not as successful as Morph at all. So let's be cheeky and let's go for December 2002 for Morph. Because my thinking here is if Morph is good enough, it will undercut the sales of the competition, and I think that's a pretty big deal. So we'll give that a shot, and we'll go and give marketing a job for those press releases right there, and hopefully they can do it. Hopefully they're good enough. Hopefully. Very big hopefully. Now, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of things to get done, but I'm pretty confident in this company. But I do want to take a second and talk about a little something. I am certain you're wondering, when am I going to do my own building? When am I going to move out to a different space, buy a city block, and build a tower? I actually have an idea in mind for what I think this version of Nerdsoft's headquarters is going to look like. I want to give every team their own facilities, essentially. I want to give them, you know, space for their designers, for their programmers, for their artists. I want to give, and this is on each floor, essentially. Every floor is going to be dedicated to a team. Every floor will have a meeting room. Every floor will have a lounge. Not every floor is necessarily going to have a canteen and a kitchen. Maybe it will. Maybe we'll go that crazy with it. Every floor is going to have a bathrooms. It's going to have a leader's office. It's going to have everything. Every single floor is going to have everything that the teams will need in order to function and be happy. So that's my plan for our own building. I just haven't got around to it yet. Now, let's do a very quick expansion for Roaster Coaster 3D Online. The Overhaul expansion sounds like a fantastic name. We're going to overhaul this thing, and we'll do, I guess, we don't need to go crazy on graphics. Let's not do the 3D graphics. Let's just do the 2D ones. 3D character customization. We're going to give this to the 2D and 3D teams. So we'll do, oh boy, hold on, I need to give it to you guys. So do this, and that's going to improve the story a little bit. It's going to be less than a year. It's a lot of wasted interest, though, which I don't love. So a little bit on the 3D audio. Let's do this, and gameplay. Let's do that. That should be fine. We can actually do this for a bit more gameplay as well. A little bit of wasted interest, but that's okay. 20 bucks is fine. Source will be the source. The 2D editor here is Bucket. The 3D editor is Morph. And the audio tool right now will be this guy right here, Amplitude Tune 4. So let's start developing that. And let's see if we can't prioritize that and get it done nice and quickly. Let's actually market this. When did this come out? June of 2000. I'm gonna be really risky with this. I'm gonna say June 2001 is when we're gonna release this. Already has a lot of followers, which is very exciting. Marketing and hype. Let's give this is stupid. This is really stupid. This might backfire horribly, but to be fair, the design is going very quickly, so we might actually pull this off. We might be able to do this. Oh no, this is interesting. The only thing holding back the Overhaul expansion seems to be 3D art and systems a little bit as well, which is kind of terrifying, but I'm sure we'll figure that out. In terms of deals, let's go ahead and take this deal right here. And let's go ahead and we'll take this deal right here as well. I'm not really interested in marketing deals, to be quite honest. Seems like a terrible idea. You know, market other people's stuff, and they're like, hey, we don't have to market it ourselves. Nerdsoft know how to market, so they'll market it for us. I'm basically working for the competition, which seems kind of silly to me. So, not going to do that. What I am going to do, I think, is potentially push this into beta, despite the fact that the 3D art isn't actually going to be done. That's worrying that I would have to do that, but I don't know that I'm going to have too much of a choice. It is actually getting done now. So I think by the end of March, we can maybe have the 3D art finished on the Overhaul expansion, and then that gives us April and May as the beta months for the expansion, which is fair enough. There's a decent number of people interested in it, so here's hoping it actually sells. I'm really hoping for good things here. We are still making a bit of money, and I mean, this has 21,000 people interested in it, so I have to imagine we'll be okay on this. There's no, I mean, it's going to sell. Just how many units it sells, I suppose, is the that is the question. That is the question of the day, as it were. It's also slightly annoying that it's like 99% on the art right there. Was kind of hoping they'd get that to 100%, but I would assume that's going to be done today. There we go, 100%. And promote into beta. Let's start printing copies. We'll do a maximum for the Overhaul expansion of like 50,000. I don't think we're going to need that many, but we'll go for it anyway. We'll see how that works out. Hopefully it works out for us pretty well. Now, let's go ahead and prioritize Bucket 2000 here. And let's... OS support's kind of the big thing on this. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll let them finish that. Everything should be fine. I don't imagine we're going to have too many bugs in this thing. We'll just keep throwing press builds out for the Overhaul expansion. And we'll just let that essentially do the marketing for us. Morph 2, I think... Let's go ahead and cancel marketing there. I don't think we're making any money on Morph 2 anymore. I would assume, has there been any competition come out? Sort by release dates here. No, not really. I mean, yes, GFX editor or GFX scape, yes, but other than that, not really. They're also not interested in giving me that IP. They would give me an exclusivity deal though, which is very, very tempting. I've got to be honest. Very tempting to take that kind of deal. Also, ooh, I need to update Vapor 2, I think. The tech levels are really falling off. Although I guess I am working on Vapor 3 slowly. Now, interestingly, Bucket 2000 has just reached alpha. Let's figure out when it's releasing. So Bucket 4 was March of 1999. I'm thinking March 2003. We have two things queued up for 2002. Let's go for March 2003, which is actually essentially 2 years to finish that. I don't know that I love the idea of it taking that long, but we'll go for it. We're also going to just make sure that we're hyping Morph 3 and that we're also going to be hyping Soundscape to make sure that they don't lose too many followers. So move the hype tasks down to the bottom, and that'll hopefully keep us good with both of those. I do think we could probably throw a press build of Soundscape out there. We can work on a press release for it as well. Same with Morph 3, although it's not doing too good right now in terms of development, but we'll throw some stuff out there and see how that goes for us. As for Bucket 2000, we will do a press release. We're not going to bother putting a press build out there because we've just started on the actual development of this thing, so that seems like it would be a bit of a waste of time to send a press build out there. But regardless, it's actually kind of exciting having release dates. And it kind of has me thinking that we should probably prioritize Morph 3 over other... Actually, wait, no, not Morph 3. We should probably prioritize Soundscape, which we are doing, admittedly. So, we'll see how that goes. I do think we probably need a better audio team than we have working on this right now, but it's whatever. It's not the end of the world. I think we'll manage. As long as we can, you know, keep the hype up for everything that we're doing and hopefully hit the release dates, even if they're not as, you know, technically sound as I'd like them to be. I think we're just going to have to accept that. Now, it is June 2001, so that means that the Overhaul expansion with its one bug fix can be released, and we'll see how this goes. So, relatively unknown, 4 stars, 5 stars, and 3 stars. Marketing campaign for this guy, let's do $50,000 and move that up to, I guess, right about there. And we'll see how that goes. We'll see if the marketing for this pays off. I mean, looking at it, it is outstanding. Marketing is prominent. We need to make a lot of money for it to make a profit, but I am kind of hopeful. I guess I'm kind of hopeful that it'll maybe make some money. I'm kind of hopeful these press releases get done at some point as well. Obviously not quite priorities, but we'll get there. Although maybe the Soundscape one should be a priority. I guess. We'll see what happens. Regardless, minus 50,000 on the Overhaul expansion. Is it gonna make money? That's the real question here. I hope so. I really do. It's 175,573 on Roaster Coaster 3. Okay, so yeah, kind of. It kind of made money. It's not necessarily as much as I would have liked, but it kind of made money. Let's, I guess, look at porting this to anything else. GFriend, for example, and then maybe updating it. It's already in progress. Really? Oh, it is. Okay, we're never gonna fix all of those. Let's get that done. Let's finish this update for Morph 2, please. Hopefully. And then we can, that update is going to take, it's sort of taking forever. We might as well finish it. But let's have a look at 3D Online. And we can update the 2D side of it. We can update the systems. But to update the 2D, we need to use something that's not Bucket 4 because we haven't updated Bucket 4. Oh man, these licenses. These licenses are going to be the death of the company. You guys aren't still on crunch, are you? No. You're just relatively miserable. Why are you miserable? What's got you down in the dumps? Your effectiveness is terrible to the extent that you eventually just stop working. And I don't entirely understand why. What's going on in this room? That's the 3D team. They're probably just overworked, to be honest. I would imagine that's what's going on there. But I can't be sure. Which is frustrating, to be honest. Now, it is interesting. Distribution has dropped right down in terms of profits. That's kind of annoying. The fact that we're being robbed, also kind of annoying. Gonna be honest, little bit frustrating being robbed. Repair all rooms and restore all furniture for $2.5 million. Oh God, that's so much money. We might have to go in and not sell stocks or anything like that, but we might want to go in and look at this other company that we have stocks in. I don't remember which company it is though. Wind Digital, isn't it? If we look at their chart or their details, ooh, interesting. There's quite a few companies that have some stocks in here. I'm thinking I'm gonna sell my cut for $55 million. Because frankly, having $94 million makes me a lot more comfortable than not having $94 million.